The storm rages within you, a silent tempest of doubts, fears, and unfulfilled dreams. You feel it, don't you? That restless ache in your soul, the whisper that tells you there's more to life than the endless cycle of survival you've been trapped in. You were not born to merely exist. You were born to conquer, to create, to rise like a phoenix from the ashes of mediocrity and claim the destiny that is rightfully yours. But here's the truth most will never dare to face. Your destiny is not a gift bestowed upon you by the universe, it is a kingdom forged in the fiery crucible of your mind. Master your mind, and you will master your destiny. Fail to do so, and you will remain a prisoner of your own limitations, forever gazing at the stars but never reaching them. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a battlefield, not one of swords and shields, but one of thoughts and beliefs. This is the arena where your greatest victories will be won or lost. Napoleon Hill, a man who studied the minds of the greatest achievers in history, once said that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But let's strip away the clichés and face the raw, unfiltered reality. Your mind is a wild stallion, untamed and rebellious, galloping through the chaos of distractions, fears, and self-doubt. If you do not learn to harness it, it will trample your dreams into dust. You must become the writer, the commander, the architect of your own thoughts. Because in the end, the only thing standing between you and the life you were meant to live is the story you tell yourself every single day. Think of Thomas Edison, a man whose name is synonymous with brilliance. He failed over 10,000 times before he brought the light bulb to life, illuminating the world with his persistence. But do you know what truly set him apart? It wasn't his intellect or his resources, it was his mind. Edison refused to let failure define him. He saw each setback as a lesson, each rejection as a redirection, each dark moment as a stepping stone to the light. He mastered his mind, and in doing so, he mastered his destiny. Now, ask yourself, what story are you telling yourself when the darkness comes? Do you crumble under the weight of failure, or do you rise like Edison, unyielding in your pursuit of greatness? The world is filled with dreamers who never wake up, with visionaries who never act, with souls who carry the seeds of greatness but let them wither in the soil of fear. You are not one of them. You are here because something inside you refuses to settle, refuses to surrender, refuses to accept a life of quiet desperation. That fire within you, it's your birthright, your calling, your destiny waiting to be claimed. But to claim it, you must first confront the chaos within. You must learn to silence the noise, to shatter the illusions, to build a fortress of belief so unshakable that no storm can tear it down. This is not a journey for the faint of heart. This is a journey for the warrior, the creator, the one who dares to look into the abyss of their own mind and say, I will not be broken. Your mind is the canvas upon which your destiny is painted, and your thoughts are the brushstrokes that shape its every detail. Napoleon Hill understood this better than most. He spent decades studying the titans of industry, men like Andrew Carnegie and Henry Ford, who built empires not with their hands but with their minds. Carnegie, a man who rose from the slums of Scotland to become one of the wealthiest men in history, once shared a secret with Hill. Success begins with a definite purpose, fueled by a burning desire, and anchored by an unwavering belief. But belief is not a passive wish. It is a force, a fire, a conviction so deep that it rewrites the very fabric of your reality. Look at your life right now. What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you are capable of greatness, or do you believe you are destined to struggle? Do you believe you can rise above your circumstances, or do you believe the world is stacked against you? Your beliefs are not mere thoughts. They are the invisible architects of your reality. They are the roots that determine the height of your tree, the foundation that determines the strength of your empire. If your beliefs are rooted in fear, doubt, or scarcity, then your life will reflect that same energy. But if your beliefs are rooted in abundance, courage, and possibility, then the world will bend to your will. Consider Walt Disney, a man who was once fired from a newspaper job because he lacked imagination. The irony is staggering, isn't it? The man who would go on to create an empire of magic and wonder was told he wasn't creative enough. But Disney didn't let that rejection define him. He believed in his vision with such ferocity that he turned a simple cartoon mouse into a global symbol of joy. He faced bankruptcy, betrayal, and countless failures, but his belief in himself and his dreams never wavered. That is the power of a mind mastered, a mind that refuses to bow to the opinions of others, a mind that sees beyond the present and into the infinite possibilities of the future. Now, let me ask you, what do you believe about your own potential? Have you allowed the voices of doubt, whether they come from others or from within, to dim the light of your dreams? Have you let past failures convince you that you're not enough? If so, it's time to rewrite the story. It's time to plant new seeds of belief in the fertile soil of your mind. You must believe that you are capable of greatness, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. You are a creator, a force of nature, a soul with the power to shape reality itself. But that power can only be unleashed when you believe in it with every fiber of your being. Belief is the foundation, but clarity is the blueprint. Without a clear vision of where you're going, your belief will wander aimlessly, like a ship without a rudder in the vast ocean of life. Napoleon Hill taught that a definite purpose is the starting point of all achievement. You must know what you want, not a vague wish, not a fleeting desire, but a burning, crystal-clear vision that consumes your every thought. This vision is your North Star, your guiding light, the map that leads you through the wilderness of doubt and distraction to the promised land of your destiny. Think of Henry Ford, a man who revolutionized the world with his vision of making automobiles accessible to the masses. When Ford set out to build the Model T, the world laughed at him. His own engineers told him it couldn't be done. But Ford had a vision so clear, so vivid, that he could see the finished product in his mind long before it rolled off the assembly line. He saw a world where every family could own a car, where mobility would become a right, not a privilege. And because his vision was clear, he was able to align every thought, every action, every decision toward that singular goal. The result? An invention that changed the course of history. Now, let me ask you, what is your vision? Can you see it as clearly as Ford saw his Model T? Can you feel it in your bones, taste it on your tongue, hear it in the rhythm of your heartbeat? If not, then you're not dreaming big enough. Your vision should be so bold, so audacious, that it scares you. It should wake you up in the middle of the night with a fire in your chest, a fire that refuses to be ignored. Because when your vision is clear, your mind becomes a magnet, attracting the people, resources, and opportunities you need to bring that vision to life. But clarity alone is not enough. You must protect your vision from the thieves of doubt and distraction. The world will try to pull you away from your path. It will tempt you with shortcuts, seduce you with comfort, and bombard you with noise. But you must guard your vision like a sacred flame, shielding it from the winds of negativity and the storms of fear. You must return to it every day, visualizing it with such intensity that it feels more real than the world around you. Because when you can see your destiny in your mind, you will find a way to make it real in the world. A clear vision is your map, but purpose is your fuel, the burning desire that propels you forward when the road gets rough. Napoleon Hill called this burning desire the starting point of all achievement, and he was right. Without a deep, unshakable purpose, your vision will remain a distant dream, a mirage that fades with every step you take. Purpose is the why behind your what. It's the reason you get out of bed in the morning, the reason you push through pain, the reason you refuse to give up even when the odds are stacked against you. Look at Abraham Lincoln, a man who faced more adversity than most of us could imagine. He failed in business, lost multiple elections, and endured the death of loved ones. Yet Lincoln's purpose, to preserve the Union and abolish slavery, kept him going. His purpose was so powerful that it carried him through the darkest moments of his life, leading him to become one of the greatest leaders in history. Lincoln didn't just have a vision, he had a purpose that burned brighter than his failures, brighter than his fears, brighter than the criticism of his enemies. That purpose was his fuel, and it turned his vision into reality. What is your purpose? Why do you want what you want? Is it to create a legacy that outlives you? Is it to break the chains of poverty for your family? Is it to inspire others to rise above their circumstances? Whatever it is, your purpose must be so compelling that it drives you to act even when you don't feel like it. Because here's the truth, the path to your destiny is not paved with ease. It is a rugged mountain trail filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of despair. And the only way to keep climbing is with the fire of purpose burning in your heart. But purpose alone won't carry you to the summit. You need discipline, the fire that turns your purpose into action. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your reality, the daily commitment to do what must be done, even when you'd rather stay in the comfort of your bed. Napoleon Hill said that self-discipline is the master key to riches, and he was right. Look at any great achiever, whether it's an athlete like Michael Jordan, a business mogul like Elon Musk, or an artist like Beethoven, and you'll see a common thread: discipline. They didn't just dream of greatness, they worked for it, day after day, with a relentless focus that refused to waver. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about showing up for your dreams even when you're tired, even when you're scared, even when the world tells you to quit. It's about training your mind to focus on what matters, to ignore the distractions, to push through the resistance. Because every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're forging a stronger version of yourself. You're building the mental muscle you need to conquer the challenges ahead. You're proving to the universe, and to yourself, that you are worthy of your destiny. Purpose and discipline set the stage, but action is the spark that brings your destiny to life. Napoleon Hill taught that knowledge is only potential power, it becomes real power when you act on it. You can have the greatest vision, the deepest purpose, the strongest discipline, but if you don't take action, it's all for nothing. Action is the difference between dreamers and doers, between those who wish and those who win. You must act with boldness, with urgency, with the unyielding determination of a warrior charging into battle. Think of J.K. Rowling, a woman who was once a single mother living on welfare, scribbling her ideas on napkins in a cafe. She had a vision, a story about a boy wizard named Harry Potter, but it was her action that turned that vision into a global phenomenon. Rowling didn't wait for the perfect moment. She didn't wait for permission or validation. She acted. She wrote every day, even when she was broke, even when publishers rejected her manuscript, even when the world told her to give up. Her action transformed her life, and the lives of millions, because she dared to take the first step, and then the next, and then the next. What action are you taking toward your destiny? Are you waiting for the stars to align, for fear to disappear, for someone to hand you the keys to your dreams? If so, you're wasting time. The stars don't align for those who wait, they align for those who move. Fear doesn't disappear, it shrinks when you face it head on. And the keys to your dreams are already in your hands, you just have to turn the lock. Take action today, right now, in this moment. Write the first page of your book, make the call you've been avoiding, take the risk you've been fearing. Because every action you take is a brick in the foundation of your destiny. But action alone is not enough, you must also be adaptable. The path to greatness is not a straight line, it's a winding road filled with unexpected twists and turns. Napoleon Hill often spoke of the importance of flexibility, of being willing to adjust your plans without abandoning your purpose. Look at Steve Jobs, a man who was fired from his own company, Apple, only to return years later and transform it into one of the most valuable brands in the world. Jobs didn't let failure stop him, he adapted. He learned, he grew, he pivoted, and he came back stronger than ever. That is the power of adaptability, the ability to bend without breaking, to evolve without losing sight of your vision. And when the storms come, and they will come, you must be resilient. Resilience is the steel in your spine, the fire in your soul, the unyielding determination to keep going no matter what. Napoleon Hill said that every adversity carries the seed of an equivalent benefit, and history proves him right. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty, abused as a child, and told she'd never amount to anything. Yet she rose above it all to become one of the most influential women in the world. Her resilience turned her pain into power, her struggles into strength, her setbacks into stepping stones. That same resilience lives within you. When life knocks you down, you must get back up. When the world says no, you must say yes. When failure looms, you must see it as a teacher, not a tombstone. You stand now at the threshold of your destiny, a warrior forged in the fires of belief, clarity, purpose, discipline, action, adaptability, and resilience. You have the tools, the power, the fire within you to create a life that echoes through the ages. But the question remains, will you claim it? Will you step into the arena of your mind and fight for the life you were born to live? Or will you let fear, doubt, and distraction steal your birthright? The choice is yours, and it's a choice you must make every single day. Napoleon Hill once said that you are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. Those words are not just a quote, they are a call to arms, a challenge to rise, a reminder that your destiny is not written in the stars but in the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, the actions you take. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a creator of opportunity. You are not a prisoner of the past, you are a pioneer of the future. You are not a shadow of what could have been, you are a light that will illuminate the world. So rise, warrior. Rise with the ferocity of Edison, the vision of Ford, the resilience of Oprah, the belief of Disney. Rise with the knowledge that your mind is the key to your destiny, and you hold that key in your hands. Master your mind, and you will master your life. Take the first step today, and then the next, and then the next, until you stand at the summit of your dreams, looking out at a world transformed by your courage, your persistence, your unyielding will to succeed. This is your moment. This is your destiny. Claim it with every ounce of your being, and let the world bear witness to the greatness you were born to achieve. Master your mind, master your destiny, and never, ever look back.